once you get enough of the tabs out, you can actually just kind of pry it down and get to the 10 at the bottom there. So I'm going to take these two off, get that one off, and get the two inside the door, and this should slide right out. Alright, so now that I have the fender removed, I can kind of get an idea, like a game plan of how I'm going to run the wiring. Most people just run through this little hole right here. It's on the other side of the, next to the firewall right there. And since I am just doing a light, like I wasn't joking, I wasn't trying to, it is a pun, I said light wire tuck, and I'm going to only be doing the lights and the horn and stuff. Because I'm not trying to build a show car, and even if I was, I wouldn't get about having my wiring up in here. So kind of get like an idea if stuff's gonna be able to reach without extending it by, you know, kind of just mapping it. And I'm for sure gonna have to extend some of the headlight wires, and probably gonna have to extend everything. But luckily this is the driver's side, and it doesn't really have too much going on. There's 2, 4, there's like 6 plugs total, whereas on this side you got a gang of stuff going on. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. How do you even get mud up here? Like, for real. Jesus. That's what happens when you want to off-road. I've only gotten my car stuck one time in my entire life, but it was definitely the night that I did all this. That is just insane. That's what happens when you don't run a fender well, or splash shield, I mean. But yeah, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit and then get back to it. Oh, and I'll probably just drill this hole a little bigger too, because you're going to need stuff like this size to fit through it. And that's not going to happen. I might just figure something else out with that. I might just keep this inside the engine bay because it's so big, and just kind of widen up the hole to this size. I'm gonna fix this headlight skeleton real quick so it matches this side. Sick. So after you remove the 4 bolts for your wiper motor, you're going to want to lift up your wipers, and it'll just kind of pop out from where it's hooked into. Don't lose your washers or nothing. I just dropped mine. But you're going to have to take off the cowl to reinstall this. Alright, so if your canister is stuck like mine was, just get a little pry bar in there and just try to wiggle it loose, and it should pop free like that. Alright, so after doing some deep cleaning on this side of the firewall, I'm pretty content with the way that the engine bay looks from the firewall perspective. I have a little bit of scuffs here and there, and then I have some more deeper work going on as you go further down here. But I think I'm just gonna paint over the areas that need paint. Alright, so I've been cleaning up fender area and engine bay over here pretty well, and I'm slowly making my way over here. This is taking a long time because I didn't have splash guards on this side, obviously. I'm pretty sure I got it, but you can still see some of this action over here I haven't actually yet. And it's just been caked with mud, and honestly, like I never thought about how bad you need a splash guard, you know, if you're gonna go out into the mud. Like, it never really bothered the engine bay that much, but after I took off the fender, like, this is not good. You do not want to have a ton of dirt. You start to get that right there. I'll have to clean that up. A couple spots actually. But you start to get rust, and I'm trying to save this wagon. I've had it for over 10 years, so I'm definitely going to be cleaning this up very thoroughly, taking off the side skirts, making sure everything up under there, because you can see the mud's caked up in there too. But yeah, so far I've just been really focusing on cleaning, because I wanted to paint the entire engine bay white, or maybe just another coat of this, and it looks like I'm just gonna have to go over a few spots, but I know that the paint's gonna be off a little bit, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But I am definitely gonna be laying down some white primer on this side now that it's been nice and clean. I'm gonna sand it down with a sponge pad, and then just get some primer down so this bare metal doesn't rust in the meantime. It is that time of the year, folks.